The harmful view of sati. Thus have I heard. At one time the Buddha was staying in Savatthi at Yeta's grove. A monk named Sati, the son of a fisherman, conceived a harmful view. As I understand the Dhamma taught by the Blessed One, it is this very consciousness that wanders and transmigrates through births, without changing into another. The other monks, having heard this, went to Sati and questioned him. Sati insisted that his interpretation was correct. The monks rebuked him, saying, Sati, do not misrepresent the Blessed One. It is not good to slander the Blessed One, for he would not say such a thing. He has taught in many ways that consciousness arises dependently. Without a condition, there is no arising of consciousness. Despite being rebuked 3 times, Sati held firmly to his view, asserting that his view alone was true and all others were false. The monks then reported the matter to the Buddha. The Buddha's interrogation. The Buddha summoned Sati and asked if it was true he held this view. Sati confirmed it. The Buddha then asked, what is this consciousness you speak of? Sati replied, it is that which speaks, feels, acts, teaches, and experiences the results of good and evil deeds. The Buddha rebuked him. You foolish man! To whom have you ever heard me teach the Dhamma in such a way? Have I not taught through many examples that consciousness is dependently arisen? You misrepresent me through your own wrong grasp, harming yourself and creating much demerit. Do you truly think you can speak for me while contradicting my words? The analogy of fire. The Buddha then addressed the monks. Consciousness is named according to the particular condition dependent on which it arises. Just as a fire is named after the fuel it burns, a wood fire, a grass fire, or a dung fire, so too, dependent on the eye and forms, it is called eye consciousness. Dependent on the ear and sounds, it is called ear consciousness. Dependent on the nose and odors, it is called nose consciousness. Dependent on the tongue and flavors, it is called tongue consciousness. Dependent on the body and tangibles, it is called body consciousness. Dependent on the mind and mental objects, it is called mind consciousness. When the condition is present, consciousness arises. When the condition is not present, there is the non-arising of consciousness. The 4 nutriments and the raft. There are 4 nutriments for the maintenance of beings: physical food, contact, mental volition, and consciousness. The Buddha traced the origin of these nutriments. These 4 nutriments arise from craving. Craving arises from feeling. Feeling arises from contact, which is the coming together of the internal base, external object, and consciousness. Contact arises from the 6 sense bases. The 6 sense bases arise from name and form. Name and form arises from consciousness. Consciousness arises from determinations. Determinations arise from ignorance. The Buddha then offered a warning. Even if your view of this truth is pure and clear, if you cling to it, cherish it, and guard it as mine, then you have not understood the simile of the raft. The Dhamma is for crossing over, not for grasping. If you use the raft to reach the other shore but then carry it on your back, you have not understood its purpose. Only when you do not cling to the view can you let the raft go. The structure of conditioned arising. The Buddha confirmed with the monks the structure of suffering. With ignorance as condition, determinations arise. With determinations as condition, consciousness. This follows through name and form, the 6 sense bases, contact, feeling, craving, and acquisition. With acquisition as condition, existence arises. With existence as condition, birth. With birth as condition, there is aging and death, sorrow, and despair. Conversely, with the non-arising of ignorance, the entire structure, from determinations to birth, aging, and death, does not arise. This is the non-arising of the whole mass of suffering. The Buddha asked, knowing and seeing this, would you speculate about the past or future? Would you wonder, was I, or, what will I be? The monks replied they would not. Would you rely on omens, ceremonies, or the words of other teachers? They replied they would not. They speak only of what they have known, seen, and understood for themselves. The process of conception and bondage. The Buddha explained that a being enters the womb only when 3 factors meet: the union of the parents, the mother's season, and the presence of the gandhabba. After birth, the child is nourished by the mother's milk and grows. As the child's sense faculties mature, they encounter the world. When an uninstructed person sees a form with the eye, they delight in pleasing forms and are repelled by displeasing ones. They lack mindfulness of the body and do not understand the mind as it truly is. Because they delight in feelings, craving arises. That delight in feelings is acquisition. Through acquisition, they are bound to existence, birth, aging, and death. The way to liberation. But when a person hears the Dhamma from a Buddha, they establish mindfulness and guard the sense doors. When they encounter objects through the senses, they do not delight in pleasing objects and are not repelled by displeasing ones. They abide with a measureless mind, knowing the truth of the non-arising of unwholesome states. They do not seek delight in feelings. Because they do not delight, craving does not arise. With the non-arising of craving, acquisition does not arise. With the non-arising of acquisition, existence, birth, aging, and death do not arise. This is the non-arising of the entire mass of suffering. The Buddha concluded, is this not the liberation through the destruction of craving? The monks affirmed that it was. Upon hearing this, the world shook, and the monks rejoiced in the Blessed One's words.